I'm just sewing the lining of the Nova coat, and I'm up to the point where you attach the underarm of the lining to the underarm of the coat. In the instructions, it asks you to cut a little piece of lining and then to attach it from one seam allowance to the other, but I find that very fiddly on the sewing machine. So I use the tailoring technique of a thread chain. So double up your thread. If you've got some beeswax, coat it with beeswax. Pop a knot in the end. Just to create a knot, just roll it over your fingers and then pulling down with your fingernails. It doesn't have to be pretty as long as you've got a knot there. Take your needle and thread through the seam allowance of the coat, and then one more time, I'll take that pin out. So you anchor it in, and then take the needle and thread through one more time, but leave a big loop this time, and pop it between your thumb, your middle finger and your fourth finger, and then using your index finger, grab the thread that's on the needle there and pull it through the loop, and then you wriggle it down, and you keep doing that. I'm using my middle finger now actually instead of my index finger, so whatever feels comfortable. And you can see as I'm doing this, it's creating this chain. So if you've got beeswax on your thread, it will create a nice sturdy chain. And then it's about 3 centimeters long now, so I'm going to take the needle through that last loop, and then I'm going to take my needle and thread through the seam allowance of the lining at the underarm point, and a couple of stitches through there, and then with the last stitch I just take my needle through the loop again, cut it off with a pair of scissors, and there we go. I've got a nice little thread chain to attach my lining to the main body.